The 50 from Nachos was about 35.
Yeah.
You didn't have the tape measure around.
I don't know whether I think the player actually moved. He should have called a quicker march.
Start of the final term. Love it. And Rickett starting in the ruck for the Magpies. And gets it down to the side. Brent Schwennerson gets the kick away to Ryan. Tries to get the football away, but he's hassled out of it. Yates wide. Gives it to Fantella. Missed the target, which was Welv. Going the other way, Armistead kicks it off the ground. He better not pay that deliberate. Is it going to be out? Oh, he still kept it in. He's done very nicely. He's got actually an extra 20 metres. He kicked it again, but they lost the ball in the contest. But then the handball from Yates missed the target, and it will be a boundary throw in 60 around from the North Geelong goal. Taking the southern end in the final term. Throw in. Love it in front. Schwennerson went through the pack without it. Nachos punces it. Free kick, North Geelong. Getting up, I think it's Burke with it. Has to give it away. Fitzsimmons. 60 out from goal. He just chips the ball to Brent Schwennerson, who takes the mark. He goes inboard, looking for Pittman, past him. Addy, love it back there, the big fella. Handballs it to Addy, he handballs it to Fantella. He goes to the left foot kick back to centre half back. Barlow goes up early, off the back Kingwall. Tried to take it with him, Chandler. Nearly hands it to Kingwall. He just gets a kick and pumps it into the forwards. Barton can't take the mark for Bell Post Hill. Wraps it up. Did he drag it in? The umpire says no, he did. It'll be a ball up. 35 out from the North Geelong goal. So ball up. Love it. Gets it down. Rove nicely by Elmer. Gave it away to Schwennerson. In the tackle, the ball spilt free. Barton runs back, gives it over the top to Lima. Chandler comes at him. He rides the bump. Lima. And the ball still there. Handball. Was that a hold? Throw. What did the umpire say? He said play on. Chandler did play on. And did he kick the goal? Central umpire going down to the goal umpire who can't see anything. So let's hopefully, he said it's all clear. And he does. So Chandler kicks his first. Sixth for the Magpies. They go to 6-3-39. They trail Bell Post till 15-10-100. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard. 2.5 played.
4 goals from 4 games from James Chandler. But he has one of the worst coaching records during final series in the club's history.
I'm sure he'd love to know that.
Nah, he's a great player. And look, I said to you guys before the game started, I thought he would have been in the league's best 22 when you picked the interleague side.
Back with the umpire now. Ball, middle of the ground. Bell Post Hill, the clearance, ends up in the hands of Yates, who goes back into the half-forward line. And probably deeper, Gavin leads in the race for the ball. He's got pressure from behind. It's Benson, brings him down. Umpire says he gave it away, but he let him allow to do that. But it's picked up now. Fisher goes back inside. Kick has to be good to Fitzsimmons, and is. So Fitzsimmons takes the mark. Handball's back to Fisher. He continues to run. Kicks the ball back into the middle. Kick wasn't good. Went straight to Martin Yu. He couldn't take it cleanly. Ends up in the hands of Fantella. Overhead pressure from behind. Fantella's back on his feet now, but the ball is in the hands of Kelly. Got the handball out. They don't win possession because Chandler has it. Got out of trouble the first time. Was slung and tackled by Martin Yu. And the umpire says this time he was given away incorrectly. And the free kick goes to Nick Martin Yu. So Martin Yu from the half-back line. Actually, it's Lima. It's the tackler. He goes short and in the middle of the ground. Now Lovett's in there by himself. Can play on the big fella. Looking for some options to run past. Hasn't got it, so he goes to the left boot. Into the forward line. Goes towards Costello. Out the back the ball runs. Fursland. He's taken off the ball, so they're working hard back there now. Costello swoops on it. That's actually Lukey Turner. Goes back inside. Looks back towards the middle of the ground. Goes towards Burke. I don't think he can see it in the sun. Costello picks the ball up. Goes on the right boot. Kicks round the body. Goes back towards the goal. And I think this Nick Costello will now have his third goal of the afternoon. He does. And the 16th for Bell Post Hill, 16-10-106, 6-3-39 to the North Geelong side. 4.5 minutes gone. Final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
And just going around the grounds, we mentioned that nail biter at the West Oval. Now Geelong West lead 9-12-66 over Thompson 7-10-52. So that's Geelong West with the last 4 goals to hand them a 14-point margin. As the ball's coming in, we'll just go with the other scores. Bannockburn 13-7-85 leading East Geelong 4-10-34. Inverleigh 13-13-91, leading Winchelsea 2-7-19. So Winchelsea held well, and Anarchy 16-12-108, leading Corio 9-14-68.
Rickett got it down, and the Magpies got it towards half forward. Fitzsimmons on hands and knees, 60 out from goal. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So, ruck contest. Lovett gets down there. Gives the big thump away. Roved at the back of the pack. Armistead goes long towards the square. Oh, good mark, Clark. Barton right there, but Clark's hand's too strong, and he'll shoot for goal from 10 out directly in front. Let's hope Cogsy's not on the timekeeping today, eh?
Yes, please. Sam Clark has missed that, Jace.
So Sam Clark has missed that. Jace?
Jace.
3 for 1 behind.
I wasn't even watching, but
There was I.
heard the side.
Looking at the scores. So they go to 6-4-40 North Geelong. Trail Belpost still 16-10-106. Smith Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 6 played.
I don't think there's too many viewers down the back there, Alex. Little
Viewers.
spectators, but no one's getting the ball.
The viewers.
Bills.
We got one out. Lima has the ball back in his hand. He's got to get back in the field of play. So he'll do the kicking in duties again from that full-back position. So Pantella, first one to move, but a cluster of players at centre half back for Belpost Hill. Big fella Lovett's going to be the option. He goes out wide. Barton on Zach Swinnis, and he takes the mark. Bit of size, bit of strength there. So Jimmy Barton now from the half-back line and go around the boundary line. And he's not too sure what he wants to do, so he decides to go long towards centre wing. Addy's there. Mark not taken there by Luke Gavin. Picked up. Kingwell got the handball away. Cleaned up by Flacavento. Got the handball away. Went as far as Fursland. Now in the hands of Pittman. Got the handball away. Now he's got pressure from behind. Burke over the top. Grabs hold of the ball and holds it up. So we're going to have a ball up to take place on centre wing.
Jack Yates and Corey Alma, two former North Geelong Colts teammates, just having a little reunion.
So the ball tapped down there. Again, clear pick up by Elmer. He runs out the back door. Has a player out there in Benson on his left foot. Delivers the ball into the half-forward line in front. Swenison behind. Ball runs through. And it's going to be Gray and Swenison. Zach Swenison does well. Traps it nicely. Frees the hands. Gets the handball over the top. Goes to Armistead. He goes backwards. Frees up. Fitzsimmons looks. Goes across the ground. Chandler is the target. Over the back it runs. Basely just able to keep the ball in front of himself. Takes it towards the boundary line. Chandler does well. Pushes him off the ball. And unfortunately leaves it behind. Now picked up by Big Ren Lovett. Handball goes out the back. Handball goes back to Gray. Gray. Handball's back outside to Kelly. They just need to get boot to ball. He does that now. He goes inside. Kick needed to be good. Now Yates. Good clean pick up. And he goes across the ground. Went over the top of player in Lima. So North Geelong with another opportunity. Picked up. Here's Desi Fitzsimmons. He gets the ball out the back, goes back to Armistead. He picks it up, takes him on, runs inside 50, loads up, goes long towards the goal square, but he's offline and through for a minor score again. Move to 6 goals, 5 now North Geelong, and they trail Belpost Hill on 16-10, and 6.5 minutes gone, final quarter.
So Barton from fullback. Goes to the other side. Outside 50, Fitzsimmons behind, punched it and then got it, picked it up, gave it away to Morton, handball back. Armistead across half forward, it's okay to Elmer, 50 out on the line, he goes with the right foot, kick long to the goals and he's kicked it. Good kick by Elmer, so he kicks his second. And they go to the 7-5-47 North Geelong. They trail Belpost Hill 16-10-106, Smiths Holden. Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes played.
Corey Alma's second goal for the day brings him to 8 for the season, and still one of those underrated under-23 players in the league. I know the hashtag boys John Mitchell and Mark Brady keep saying we should make the interleague team an under-23 side. Well, if that were the case, I think Corey Alma would be a walk-up start any day. But I think that idea is ridiculous.
So the ball back in the middle of the ground. Davis does the ruck work over the top. Ball comes down to Burke. Got the interception. So does DeSanto. Got the ball coming the other way. Hands off. Goes to Carruthers on the right boot. Goes into the half-forward line. And it's going to be Addy who leads in the race for the ball. He picks it up, gets through the contest, probably a little bit too easily, gets the ball back by hand, basically, goes out wide. Running player is Fantella. And he's still got plenty of run in the legs, Fantella. He's got a player by himself further afield, Flacavento. Picks the ball up, looks inside, now goes towards centre half forward. Kick was poor, and the mark has been taken back there by Carruthers once again. So he's got an opportunity, goes by hand, off to Hayes. Short kick over the top, will find Elmer. So Elmer from the half-back line, a player coming up the ground, Sam Clark, goes to him now. Good clean pick up on the half volley. Handball was going to handball back, and he goes to the left boot, goes short, and Davis takes the mark. Davis back inside to the running Elmer. Puts him under pressure. Not too sure where he wants to go to now, but he goes back in by hand to DeSanto, and he delivers the ball into the half-forward line. Coming across the ground, the mark has taken a nice grab there by Gray, and he will go back and steady things down for Bellpost Hill. So from the half-back line, Gray looking back in the middle of the ground. His kick is good. Over the top of Barton, though. Still Rabbis there with support. Barton goes back and collects it. Fends off. Goes to Lima. Lima over the top. Goes back to Rabbis. And now with a little bit of pace. Gets away. Steadies himself. Goes into the half-forward line. Coming up, Ettridge attacks the ball. Good pick up. Over the top he goes. Round the corner. Back in the forward line. Costello can't take the mark. Again, it's numbers are with North Geelong back there. Picked up by Hayes. He goes back outside to the half-back line. Fursland can't take the mark. Ball hits the ground. Picked up by Morton. Looks across the ground. Went to Swennerson. Zach. Good kick. So Zach Swennerson now can deliver the ball towards centre wing. Goes to the brother. Founds him. And he goes now. Brent Swennerson from centre wing. Has a player back inside. Can he see him? He doesn't look that way. Pittman comes up. Going back with courage was Gray. At ground level, Fisher can pick the ball up. Runs into a wall. Taken high, says the umpire. And he will win a free kick. So Dylan Fisher. 40 metres out from goal, directly in front. Can kick his first goal of the afternoon.
His first game since round 4, just the 2 goals so far this season.
So Fisher from 40 metres out, almost directly in front. That's a nice kick, and he finishes nicely. First goal for him, and the 8th now for North Geelong. They're 8-5-53, 16-10-106 to Bellpost Hill, and 12 and a half minutes gone. Final quarter, Smiths Holden, Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard.
Well, the close game that we kept quoting was, of course, Geelong West Giants versus Thompson over at the West Oval. And as it stands right now, it's the Giants, 9-13-67, just holding on in front of Thompson, 8-12-60. So a 7-point margin for the Giants.
Back to the middle. Davis and Barlow. Davis gets it down. Rove though by Baseley. Had it, lost it in the tackle. Trying to go and get it again. Davis has pushed into it. Pack develops. Ball still in dispute. Comes out. Free kick. Said the umpire for holding the ball. Bellpost Hill will take the free kick. I think it's going to be Gavin with the free. Back into the centre square.
Going on the mark.
Nobody's standing the mark, so he just runs off. And it's 30 metres. Goes inside 50. Costello running through the middle. Hayes. Back to the middle. Punched away by Martineau. Fitzsimmons. Handball to Chandler. Fitzsimmons. They can't take it with him. Barlow tried to kick it off the ground. And it will be a ball up. Centre half forward. Just inside the centre square. Bellpost Hill into attack. Ball up, Barlow. Davis goes up, Barlow gets it down. Handball by Fursland was pretty good. Rabbis runs into 50, goes to the right foot kick, cross the face of goal. Benson in front. Ettridge. In fact, it's Matheson's there. Kick around the corner, Ettridge. Across the face of goal, out of bounds on the full. Free kick. Going to go to North Geelong. Benson gets across there for the free kick. Last line of defence. In fact, Morton was the closest, so he'll take it. Goes in. Tough kick. Rabbis again. Had it, lost it. Armistead gets away, blind turn, goes towards Zach Schwennerson. Off the back, handball. Martineau missed the target, still at half forward for the Panthers. Turner gets around easily in the end, goes with the right foot kick to the pocket. Ettridge can't take the mark. Handball. Benson. Through the middle, Ettridge. Kick back across the face of goal. 2-on-1 for North Geelong if they can pick it up. And I think the one for Bellpost Hill. He did pretty well to hold him up, but then in the end they go. Hayes, tumbling punt, nobody to kick to. Just kicks it out to the open. Lima, Rabbis gets across there first. Coming at him. He gets around a couple. He handballs back to Addy on centre wing. His handball over the top. Zulix. Back to the middle to switch it to Fantella. Doesn't sit for him though. And it runs away. Now he picks it up, handballs it, outboard to Baseley. Runs to half forward. Now he goes to the right foot kick inside. Benson punched it away. Coming out at Barlow. 40 out from goal. Gets his hands free. Gives it away to Turner. Wheels back around. Gives the handball out further to Burke. Now off the left. Goes towards the square. Costello go up. Can't take the mark. Off hands Benson. In the goal square. Happy to see it through for a rush behind. To Bellpost Hill, 16-11-107. They lead North Geelong 8-5-53. Smith's Holden Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard, 16 played.
Ball come back into the middle of the ground very quickly. Chandler takes the mark. And he just edged Martin New underneath the ball now. Chandler goes back into the half-forward line coming up. Barton Froggy was out in front. That was Briggy. Gore Swinnerson taken by the leg. And free kick has been awarded. So Brent Swinnerson has a free kick. He's just outside their forward 50. So no, one more good kick from here will be okay. But that kick was poor and it ends up in the hands of Ferguson, who's dropped back into the hole. He goes short and over the top. Mark is taken there. And it's Gavin. So he's got Fantella sideways, but he hasn't seen him as yet. He's just holding things up. So Gavin now, not too sure where he wants to go, so he goes backwards and he goes back to Lima. Hasn't set him much of a task. He's able to kick the ball up. He's got the short player up over the top, and that's Barton. So now Barton's got a teammate out on centre wing. He hasn't seen him just yet. He goes in that direction now. Player leads up, and the mark has been taken. So Bellpost Hill, they just edge their way forward, as we've seen them do so many times. The kick is short again. Lead-up player is Turner, so he's got the ball now on centre wing. Looking back inside, won't go to Martin New because there's a number of North Geelong players around them, so they're working a bit harder now. Rabbis by himself in space. He goes there and he gets the ball, gets away from Melma. A little bit of pace that pushes off, takes the bounce. Pressure from behind. Pittman, good chase from behind. That's better pressure. Ball goes into the forward line and Costello just pushes Hayes off the contest and he takes the mark. And we'll go back and shoot for goal number 4.
So just over at the West Oval, a quick late goal to Reece Holwell sees Thompson, 9-12-66, trailing Geelong West Giants 9-13-67. So it's the Giants by a point in the second best game of the round, according to us.
So Nick Costello with 4 this afternoon can go back and shoot a goal number 4.
Thompson just kicked a goal. They're 5 points up.
Now they're 5 points up.
Mm-hmm.
So Costello now from 20 metres out, directly in front. Steps in, kicks a goal, will hold its line. Yes, it will. So he has his 4th goal of the afternoon, and the 17th now for Bellpost Hill. 17-11 Bellpost Hill. They lead North Geelong on 8-5. 18 minutes gone. Final quarter. Smith Holden Blood Zugli. Final quarter scoreboard.
Just in other games, Anarchy, it's just about all over. 17-14, 116 over Corio, 11-14-80. Inverleigh, 17 goals, 13, 115, just too good for Winchelsea, 2-8-20. Bit of time left in that match. Bannockburn, 15-9-99. East Geelong, 4-10-34, so a 6-zip start for Bannockburn there. And as Jason just said, a late goal to Thompson, see them lead 10-12-72 to the Giants, 9-13-67.
Back in the middle, Lovett gets it down. Fitzsimmons. Morton gets the kick forward. Fisher takes the mark. Inside the centre square at half forward, plays on. Goes wide with the kick. Looking for Elmer. Zulik's right next to him. Zulik's picks it up, handballs it to Addy. Chips the ball over the top. Kelly takes the mark at half back. You've got Gavin short, Fursland. Oh, he kicks it into Chandler, really. It goes to Gavin in the end. Gives it away to Burke. Under pressure, gets it back to Zulix. Good pressure from North Geelong. Handball Burke, Lima. Tumbling punt to centre wing. Ball spills to the front. Turner. Pushed over the ball by Chandler. And it will be a boundary throw in.
Nappies, just come on! Nappies, come on! 5!
So, right in front of our commentary position, boundary throw in for Lovett and for Rickett. Lovett in front, left hand down, Fitzsimmons to Robert, does nicely, handball, gives it back in the middle, Selvage. Well, he was pretty much taken without the footy. Rabbis is there as well. Keeps the pressure on Van Kreken, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. So just inside the centre square, attacking side for North Geelong. Love it. Gets it down at the back though, Crothers. Handballs it back to Fitzsimmons. Breaks a tackle. Left foot tumbling. Punt. Zulik's in front. Good mark. At half forward. Plays on quickly. Measures the pass to Rabbis. He goes now with a kick out wide. Morton in front. Does nicely. Backed himself. Took the mark. Between half back and centre wing. Chips the ball over the top. Oh, he turns the ball over though, and Fursland takes the mark against Ryan. He goes back to whence it came. Costello on a long lead. Morton got a hand to it. Costello plucked it out of the contest. Kick around the corner towards Burke in the pocket to run onto it. 30 metres and closing. Boundary line. Oh, he's kicked it. Yes. If you don't mind. So Reece Burke kicks his second. Measured it nicely. And they get 18 now. Bell Post Hill. 18-11, 125. They lead North Geelong 8-4. 8-5, 53. And Smith Holden Blood Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard 21.5 played.
Scores remain the same at the West Oval. Thompson 10-12, 72, leading Geelong West Giants 9-13, 67. Other winners include Anarchy, Inverleigh and Bannockburn at this stage of the game, or the afternoon.
Umpire with the ball back in the middle of the ground. Davis doing the ruck work back in there again against big Ren Lovett. So the ball is thrown up. This time both players get a touch on it, but it's Fantella from the middle of the ground. Goes into the half-forward line. Morton does well. He got the handball away. It was intercepted there, but Bellpost Hill will now have an opportunity through Fursland as he runs to centre half-forward. Goes wide, looking for Ettridge. With him, Matheson. Ball in dispute, so it hits ground level. Picked up. Morton got the handball back outside to Carruthers. A little bit of pace. Got away from the contest. Got it to Fisher. Player outside is Chandler, so now Chandler delivers the ball towards centre wing, and the mark is taken there by Fitzsimmons. So Fitzsimmons on true centre wing, just looking to drive the ball further towards centre half forward. Toby Ryan's the target. Ball gets out the back. Missed by Zulich. Picked up by Elmer. And he goes back to Chandler. Chandler sideways into the hands of DeSanto. And he goes wide. Clark on a lead. Oh, he dived. Couldn't hang on to it. So the player behind has an opportunity now to pick the ball up and run. Gray gets a handball inside to Kelly. Kelly goes towards centre wing. Mark taken there by Zulich. So Bellpost still number of running players further afield. Short chip up over the top. Wasn't good, but it's going to be made good because the ball has been taken by Gavin. Goes into the forward line, and Mark now further afield from Ettridge. Ettridge quickly on the move, goes forward towards Costello. Mark, good work there from Hayes. Got to the front of the contest, has support in Davis. Handball comes over the top. Fantella, left boot, round the body towards goal, and it will be touched on the line by Danny Morton and rush through for a minor score. So 18-12 now to Bellpost Hill. 8 goals, 5 North Geelong, which gave it 24 minutes. Final quarter, Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
So Chandler kicks it into the outer side. It's a good kick too. Finds Selvage. Just holding the ball up at half back. Plays on now. Goes to the kick towards centre wing. Addy from behind. Got the hand to it, couldn't take the mark. Benson. Barlow comes in third man. Does nicely. Goes long with the kick to centre half forward. No mark taken. The front of the pack, Davis. Left it behind though. Barton didn't. Handballed it out the back to the big fella. Love it. Running across half forward. Gives it away by hand to Kelly. 40 out. Goes to the square. No mark taken. And runs across the face of goal and through for one behind. So they go to 18-13, 121. Bellpost Hill. They lead North Geelong 8-5, 53. Chandler again to kick it in. Finds Fisher in the back pocket. Schwennerson gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. Rabbis just attack the footy. And will take the mark at half forward. So, Rabbis. Called to play on now. Wobbly kick. Oh, and if you don't mind, just falls in the arms of a teammate. And is it Welv or Gavin? And Baseley is it?
Baseley.
Yeah, Baseley. So he's taking the mark 35 out, 45 degree angle. No, it's Gavin.
Mitch Gavin.
Yep. So Gavin, who has kicked 1-1 this afternoon. We'll be shooting for goal. Once the blood rule happens, Fisher comes off. Schwennerson comes on for him. Gavin now will line up. Comes in, northern end of the ground. Have a good look at it. Oh, we sort of are. Goes across the face of goal, doesn't get through, so it's played on by North Geelong, who push it back out, but once again, Panthers with the numbers. Oh, that's dropping the footy. Umpire said play on. Kick comes back to the top of the square. Gavin at the back again to run onto it. Hayes puts the pressure on. He's out of runs out of room. Be a boundary thrown in the left forward pocket. 26.5 minutes played. Final term. It's Bell Post till 19-13, 121. They lead North 8-5-53.
So throw-in to take place forward. Pocket for Bell Post Hill coming through. Burke picks it up. Goes back on his right boot. Screws back towards the goal square. In front is Benson. He takes the mark. So North Geelong just hold things up a little bit now, and they go down the middle of the ground. Kick had to be good. Went looking for Davis. He missed the target, so coming the other way, picked up by Martin Yu. Runs to the forward line. Low kick going in to Costello. And Costello comes out and takes his mark, and will go back and shoot his goal number 5 for himself. So Costello, 35 metres out, kick from 40. Has 4 for the afternoon so far. So Nick Costello now on his movement over 50. Steps inside. Kicks at goal. Umpire doesn't have to move too far in that situation, and he kicks his 5th goal. And the 19th goal for Bell Post Hill. 19-13 Bell Post Hill. They lead North Geelong on 8 goals 5. And we have gone 28 minutes. Final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
They showed the momentum, North Geelong, with back-to-back goals to Alma and Fisher, but then from there it's just another Bell Post Hill highlights reel. Costello, Burke, Costello again. Rabbis, 29 disposals. Fantella, 25 disposals. Sulik's leading in marks in the second half.
Thompson won too by 5 points against the West Giants. What do you want? You have to commentate for a minute.
That's right. Ball back in the middle of the ground. Barabbas came through. Not clean pick up. Was picked off the ground there by Fantella. He puts the ball back into their forward half. Tapped away by Barton. Went back to Martin Yu. Had Yates outside. He went in that direction. Little kick inside. And found a teammate, Jimmy Barton, pushing forward. He'll go sideways or forward and goes in the hands of Burke. Burke runs in from 25 out. And unfortunately is not accurate enough. Through for a minor score. 2 goals, 2 to that player. And a 19-14 to Bell Post Hill. And they lead North Geelong on 8 goals 5.
Parker's 70 up.
Are they?
Yep.
How long to go there?
I think that's nearly over.
It would be, you think.
Yep.
Ball from Chandler goes back outside. Nice kick, finds Van Creeken. So Van Creeken just defensive side of centre wing, far side of the ground. Looked inside, had a teammate there in DeSanto, but went over the top. Fitzsimmons spoiled from behind by Welv. Ball runs over the boundary line. So we'll have a throw in on centre wing, far side of the ground. As we go towards 29, nearly 30 minutes. GFL bound. GFL bound.
They pong.
Umpire now, big throw in. Lovett does the ruck work, comes out the back, picked up there. Bell Post still not too sure the player was on the ground, but they have got the ball out. It's running, but North Geelong with some numbers far side of the ground. We'll see the ball back over the boundary line, I think. No, they've kept it in Bell Post Hill. They run away with it now, but the umpire says the ball has gone over the boundary line. And a throw in to take place on the far side once again. Nearly 30 minutes gone, final quarter. Davis and also Lovett across of there doing the ruck work. Thrown in by the umpire. Clearance, Van Creeken. Oh, good work there from Lovett Long on the ground. Got Davis, picked the ball up, went back to Van Creeken. He's tackled, got the handball over the top. Ends up in the hands of Fitzsimmons on his left foot. Goes inside 50 towards Ryan. Marker's not taken at ground level. Swenison, Zach picks the ball up. Got through the first and the second. Kicked the ball further into their forward line. Leading the race for the ball is Addy. Just traps it. Keeps it inside the field of play. Will he? No, he won't. Ball runs over the boundary line. And we will have a 5-0 in. No, we won't, because the siren has sounded just on 30 minutes. So it's 19-14 Bellpost Hill. They run out winners to North Geelong, 8-5. For the home side, Jamie Pittman with 3. Corey Elmer with 2, 1 each to Luke Van Creeken, James Chandler and Dylan Fisher. And for Bellpost Hill, 6 to Jay Nettridge, 5 to Nick Costello, 2 to Reece Burke, 1 each to Barlow, Gavin, Basley, Fursland, Yates and Turner.
So the Panthers 19